So for writing chapter 10, this is one of those days where I ended up yesterday just stopping at chapter 9 and ended up working on some other things, which is fine. That happens. And so today I was planning to write a bit more, and it's just been one of those weird limbo days. My husband is home sick, so I've been mostly taking care of him. And so while he was sleeping this morning, I got chapter 10 done. Now for this chapter, I decided instead of dragging it out for the fact of dragging it out, why not just have more action scenes? Why not just move through the plot faster? Because why not? So instead of dragging things out, I was like, you know what? It's fine. We're just gonna move through this plot a little bit faster. And honestly, doing that, I got my word count so much faster than I did yesterday. Because last time we talked about how I had to sit there and actively try to get my word count to even hit 1,000. Today, without even trying, I got to, I checked and I was like, what are we at? Because again, if it's not at 1,000, I will keep going. But if I feel like it's good enough for this chapter, I will allow myself to stop and then I can move on to the next one. And so I looked and I was at I think it was 1524. So a lot better than it was going last time, which is really nice. And something I'm realizing as I'm starting to get back into reading more fiction books is I actively love books with short chapters. It doesn't need to be every couple pages fast, but I like it better than some books. I feel like it was The Witcher, but I can't say for certain. But I feel like it was that book. But there was one that I had read a while ago, a few years now, that the chapters were like this much of the book. And that is obnoxious because I like to feel accomplished, to be like, look at me, I read 20 chapters when it's been like that much of the book, instead of I've read a chapter and a half. And it also makes it really easy to give you stopping points so that you can go and do your life and then jump back in. And I'm realizing that for this book, obviously, I have a chapter goal in mind, but I don't know that I'm gonna go over it, but I'm definitely going to get that many chapters. But the current plan is to have 27, and I'm at 10, and it's like, oh, the halfway point of that is creeping up. And I don't know that I feel like it's the middle of the book yet. It still feels like Act 1. It doesn't feel like we moved into Act 2. So I do wonder if it's gonna feel like I'm going to need to add more chapters at this point, or if we're gonna be fine with the 27. Because sometimes it doesn't feel like you have that many to go, but then at the same time it's like, I don't know. A lot of the books I've been reading, they have 30, 40, 50 chapters. And it's like, that feels like a lot, especially when you're trying to outline. But now that I'm here at 10, it's like, I don't know that I can accomplish everything that I want to in this book in the next 17 chapters. So we'll see how it goes, because again, I'm doing the next, 1 through 7 is for Kathy, and right now we're in Lorenzo's point of view of 7 or 8 through 14. And so I don't know. I wonder how many more chapters I'm gonna have. And I don't know, it's just one of those things. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at with chapter 10. And so I'm excited to continue on with chapter 11. And then also reading more fiction books, it does actually help in the writing process. So I feel like once the series is done, my books will progressively start to get better, but they're also going to be standalones. I don't know that I'm ever gonna write a series again. And if I do, I have to plan it in between other books, because I want to have other things going, and I want to just focus on a story and then move on. And this idea that you're stuck in this loop of the same world for so long, again, I've been working on this book since I was in 8th grade, and I'm creeping up on 30. I'll be 27 this year, so it's a long time to work on one story idea. I'm ready to get some fresh ideas going, but I still want to finish this book, so we're getting there. But yeah, I would love to hear how your writing is going in the comments down below. Also, make sure to check out my first 2 books in the series. They are always linked in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post every other day, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.